We are back again. This is Late Hour Broadcast, and we are going to spend time together like we always do. If you are joining me, please don't forget to like the video. Once you join in, hit on like button and comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to know how many of us that are here. As always, if you happen to join me in this live broadcast, we are not going to regret it because we are going to touch many things on this one. So let's start with what PM said about the group of people that call themselves fact-checking media platform in Nigeria. So they are operating from Nigeria. They are not foreigner or anything at all. And they have this to say, and I want to share with you. So this is what they said. Okay, as we are starting, please don't forget, like I said, don't forget to like the video. When you see this, some people will say, "Oh, thank God they have come against their number one nightmare." But don't rejoice yet, okay? Don't rejoice yet. And the person called herself Chioma Iruke, okay? Not Iruka, this is Iruke. Fact-checking Ekpa. Ekpa's false claims of foreign backing debunked. Okay, none. Like I said, don't rejoice yet. Don't rejoice yet. If you are part of the Momo people, and we have four that comment, which is no other person than our beloved brother, Excellence Wachuku. Excellence Wachuku is the person that made a first comment on this broadcast today. Good evening, my dear brother Kai Report. Good evening to you, and Erin is here. Hit the like button and share. Very important. The zoo has fallen. They are, to be honest. If not, why are these people lying today? You know, when you want to lecture, one thing that will happen to anybody, not even a man, even a woman, is when you claim to know what you are not, what you don't know. Like you want to lecture, you want to teach people, but yet you are not even you are not qualified to be a student yet. You are unable to get to have admission to study anything that you claim that you want to lecture. So PM decided to school her and her people like her, and that's why I am bringing this to you. You know, sometimes most of the time when you check their fact-checking information, they're always based on somebody's public opinion, like what people said, number of people, how people shared it. They'll come out to tell you, oh, we have fact-checking and this is what you say, what happened and all that. And sometimes you cannot rely on what your personal research to confirm. If you are truly a fact-checking group or journalist or company, whatever you may call it, you must have also agents on grassroots that will go to the place and be physical there and ask questions. That is fact-checking. You don't just claim that you are fact-checking by mere searching on Google, on Wikipedia, and trying to claim you have knowledge of what you don't. Then, like I said, PM lectured her for free. And most of all that are not even fact-checking learn from this as well. Like always, he's a abundant of wisdom and knowledge, just like Mas Namunikano. And this is what he said. This foolish Okbono, who never traveled out of Nigeria, is debunking our report of U.S. Justice Department registering Biafra government in Israel as an entity fighting for Biafran independence. He is, I think it is she, because I can see Chioma. I think Chioma is her name. He, or maybe Chioma is the one that reported it or what? Look at it, because let me not just add as Chioma. Chioma should be a woman. So I've not seen a man answering Chioma. So PM said he is there in Nigeria writing U.S. Justice Department and have done the fact-checking upon all the information available for the lobbyists, the Okbono, Okongo, don't know that for lobbying firm to represent any foreign entity, it must be registered and approved by U.S. Department of Justice. And without the approval, no lobbying firm will lobby for you. That approval of the Justice Department means recognition of entity to be represented by a lobby firm in US. This Okbodo has a Biafran name. Oh, PM very observant. I wonder how come PM is unable. To be honest with you, I just okay. Let me go there now. PM have confirmed again that he's a man that pays attention to details. This will not have Biafran name. When Biafran independence has been restored, we will send all of you back to elementary school, and that is it. Like I said, if you want to do good in your profession, you need to do, you need to be updated. I had somebody, just a friend, okay, not a Nigerian, and he told me that he quitted his job at age of I think 48 to 50 years. I told him why, because you are struggling in life now. What is going on? He told me that during his prime time, like when he was 20 something, 20 down to 30, middle 30 thereabouts, that his office, and because he's a government worker, so that they don't have more the kind of technology they have now. The machine that they are using now is highly computerized, and he don't have that kind of knowledge to operate, to know basic things in computing. So a kind of fear of unknown was the reason why he decided to quit the job, because he don't want to start going back to study how to, these are things that he know how to do, but manually. But now most of those things are now in software, in computer, and he don't know how to handle computer. It's not as if he cannot go, just ordinary training to equip himself with knowledge and know what he can do at the right time, using the new technology in town to do his job. But out of fear and laziness, if I may use the word, because that's my own observation, that anybody can switch in. You can switch on to a new method, a new information, a new thing available for you. So why I'm saying that is because anybody that says you want to work as like these people saying that they're fact checking information and all that, but they fail to understand that what it takes to fact check people, what it takes to be, to claim that you are out there to give people exact information that you have done the job for them. That's fact checking. Fact checking is all about you are not good in researching. You are not good in fact, you don't know how to. You don't have the time. Following any fact checking platform that knows what they're doing, we give you details and their findings after fact checking any information, whether it concerns you or not. Some people will pick interest on that to find out what is going on or what happened about the whole thing. So PM saying that you cannot claim that you are fact checking what I'm saying, or maybe you're doubting what Biafran government is capable of doing now, and the information they have, the only fact checking you need to focus on is why are they having lobbying? Those lobbyists, they are lobbying for Biafran government in Israel, and this is a lobbying firm. It's not as if it's their secret or the secret call that they are doing it out of maybe hiding. They're doing it hiding. These are well-registered lobby firm that is well known, and they're doing their job. So for them to support you, there are some things that you need to meet, the criteria that you need to meet before they can now come out and say, okay, this lobby firm is supporting you. And PM and referral government have made these lobbies, their identity, their names, everything in public, meaning that you can also reach out to them. But for you to have them lobbying for you, there are some things you need to meet, and that requirement is what PM is trying to highlight for these people that claim they are this, they are that, and they're that. All this kind of criminal mindset that people like to exhibit in Africa, not only Nigeria, but Nigeria own is headquarters of it all. Because other African countries, especially West Africans, are learning from Nigeria. That's what Kenya, why they are where today. Because the current government is just like Otondo. I mean, current government of Kenya. The one that these are people that, gave Nigerian green light to kidnap somebody in their country. Who does that? In 21st century. And the same person that kidnapped African have tried to kidnap people in the past. And Unfortunately for him, that won't happen in Europe, and he was resisted. But when he find that Oyendo is in Kenya, in Africa, where everything is possible, they quickly rushed there with the help of, in-house enemies, indoor enemies, household enemies. They helped them to kidnap Master Monicano. So the level of criminality, criminality in Nigeria is second to none. Everything must, Yahoo and fraud is something that everybody, most of these people, even the so-called government workers, they are lying with everything about them. There is lie. PM shared this, and this is not the first time I'm seeing this kind of post from PM. A post where he called the attention of the public to understand that this particular FM, 90.3 FM radio, they are good in putting titles that is different from what they're discussing. They always have PM because they feel that once you see PM, people want to know what PM says, both those that want to hear negative about him and those that want to hear positive about him. So the interest on PM is second to none. And for you to have engagement and followership and love and like and all that, you must have PM in your screen, on your screen, to show that you are updated about what is going on, that you are talking about what people want to hear. You see what PM says, so it will not be as if I'm the one making it up. The highest deception, they will rise Simon Ekpa, but be talking different thing just to get attention of the people, which is what I just said. And here it is. Biafran Ekpa lead bridge issue strong warning over Namoricano's health. But when you pay attention to what they're talking, they are discussing another thing. That is deception that PM is talking about. It did not end here. It did not end here. Down here is a mega gift. All right? A mega gift is somebody that always believe in one Nigeria, yet have a secret admire of Biafrans. But when people see his post or when he talk, you think that this guy is die hard, Biafran. He loves to know what is going on and what he can't wait to he can't wait for Biafra to come. Do you understand? But anybody that goes against one Nigeria somehow, or maybe that displays something that he or she, that he, not she, that he, I may say he or she because nobody, maybe he's a woman, because God can put word in your mouth, you understand? I'm just trying to call him to explain things about what he posted here, and all of a sudden I started calling him she. Maybe he's a woman, because how many of us have seen his pictures? Do we even know his agendas, if not his name? Because Emeka Gift, you don't even have a surname. Gift, anybody can put Gift in his name and all that. Can you tell me that the Gift is his surname? The answer is no. But that's not the issue on this topic. So Emeka Gift says this about Hope Uzodinma. Yes, we know Hope Uzodinma as one of the architects of kidnap of Master Monokan and the security they're talking about. Somebody that is causing insecurity is trying to solve insecurity. Who does that? You are driving joy in doing what you have been sent to do in your land, and somehow you find yourself involved in making sure that insecurity stops. That means it will be a very long journey to stop insecurity, because once you discuss on how to stop it, the people that are owing this security, they are there in the midst to tell you how to stop it. By so doing, they will plan their own strategy on how to, counter that your proposed plan on how to stop insecurity. Hope Uzodinma said that the Southeast youth will not join the nationwide protests, but how did he even know that Hope Uzodinma said it? Because it's not. I've not seen that in the news. So does it mean that you guys are having intel with Hope Uzodinma? Because for you to tell us what Hope Uzodinma is saying in the secret his secret comfort zone in his off camera, and you were able to quote him, just like that. Simply means that the closeness and the indoor meeting that you guys are having is nothing to be compared. But let's continue. He said, but he, Hope Uzodinma, lead the five southeast governors in protest to Tinubu to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if that is true, which I doubt, that they went there to ask demand for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which many intelligent people have come out and said that did not happen. But if that is what you believe in Mega Gift and your people, why is it a problem to you that somebody went to Tinubu to demand for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you saying that you actually don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released? In fact, your focus from what you are saying now is that you focus on making Nigerian great and making Nigerian work than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. I mean, does that make sense? It doesn't make sense at all. If you do, please, guys, put on comment section, because I'm not the only one, seeing what this post that he made. So he's kind of attacking Hope Uzodinma somehow for the first time in his life, attacking Hope Uzodinma on the life of DOS. He said Hope Uzodinma lead the 5 Southeast governors to President Tinubu to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, he said, is he not aware that what he did was free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's protest? Likely Southeastern youth will replicate that same free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protest he led. I don't understand what he's talking about, but what I can feel is that he's trying to ask Obama, how can you say that Igbo youth will not join the nationwide protest, but you are the one that leads Eastern Igbo governors to ask demand of to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Then connect it with what he's trying to tell you. He's trying to tell you that you Igbo youth are going out there to support nationwide protest, okay? But in this protest, they are going out to protest with people that want Nigeria not to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because all the youth of Yorubas and Northerners don't want, just only few of them that they are sensible, just maybe 1 or 2 people that have made a video to ask for the demand of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. But 90% of those youth that are talking about hardship, and cost of living in Nigeria and everything, the food item and everything, the fuel price, they are out to protest not for raise of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, if you go to the forum and say that you are here to support protests that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released, 90 or 80% of them will kick against that. They may probably stop protesting because of your presence. So if they're trying to tell the world that Southeasterners, youth, we join protests just to demand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be freed. But let me tell you the smart thing that he wants to play here. The truth is that this is what he wants to say. This is what he wanted to see. But deep down his mind, let me tell you what he want to achieve with that. It's not about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not about releasing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at all. What Emeka Gift and his people are trying to tell you here is this. They want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as, hashtag protest that will drag millions of Igbo youth to the street to protest for Nigerian to be, formidable. I hope you understand what I'm saying. They want to use hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we are seeing here as, a kind of mechanism to capture your attention, to push you out to protest. But what you are protesting is not for freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are actually protesting for betterment of Nigeria, and you are actually protesting for Tinubu to have a kind of one leg in his regime, whereas his brother P2B, which they call the Messiah, will come in and finish the job. But the only thing I want to tell you is this: Igbos are not stupid. Igbos are not stupid. So no matter how you want to twist it, and Igbos are waiting for you to explain it to you, like what I'm doing now. Please, guys, like the video. We have 60-something people watching. Only 7 people managed to click on the like button. It doesn't make sense. If you want freedom and you love honesty, It will cost nothing to hit on the like button. Click on the like button and comment. Tell me where you're watching from. I would like to be checking comment section as well. So, what do you think about what Hope of the Mass group are doing here? Emeka Gift and his DOS group, trying to use hashtag Freemason to buy Igbo youth and different youth for Showore. Okay, Showore is what thought that his dream is finally come. Like I said, whatever that they're doing, they want to do with Nigerian is not my problem, to be honest with you. If they want to protest, it's up to them. If they don't want, it's up to them. My focus is my freedom, because I know if you protest from now to Dunkin.com, Nigeria will never be good. Don't try to copy what Kenyans are doing, because you're not from Kenya, and Kenyans have little or no Fulani people in their midst. In fact, people that control their government are not actually Fulanis. These are probably, original people from Kenya. I don't know what they call them. I don't know their tribal names and all that. So I will not come here to start forming that I'm a researcher, that I know everything about Kenya. No, I don't. But I believe that if Fulanis are not having their free way in Kenya. So don't think that what Kenyans are doing is what you're going to see. If Kenyan people decided to burn down their Senate house and everything, that is up to them, all right? And they see it as their own. Not in Nigeria, where they see Red Chamber as, for Fulani and the Northerners, somehow Yorubas. That is why I told you that if a Yoruba man said, if a Hausa man said that Yoruba man is an idiot, Yoruba people will keep quiet. But if a Igbo man said that Yoruba people are an idiot, they will come after that person. So disclaimer, I'm not attacking any nation. I'm not attacking any group. I'm not here to cause violence or support any violence of any kind. Don't preach for any violence or support any killing of anybody. No. That is not what we are here for. The platform is for us to be aware of what the pending doom and danger ahead, and so that our people will be awakened to do the needful, at least to avert this kind of danger that is awaiting for most of them. Because I can't say everybody. Most of these politicians, they feel they are now in heaven. They're only waiting for the last day after the judgment on earth, and they will go to Chukwu Karama. They believe, and they believe that they will still have enjoyment up there. But God knows, not mine. So what the American is trying to tell you is that Hope Uzodinma is against what he actually supported by leading these 5 eastern parts governors to Tinubu, for Tinubu to do hit them a favor and release Masamukan, which is not true. In fact, we have analyzed that in the past. Them gathering together is actually looking for a way on how to kidnap Samanek, but not release of Masam. They want to kidnap them more. Kidnapper is always a kidnapper. It takes God's intervention for the kidnapper to be delivered. People that are known for kidnapping, they don't just wake up all of a sudden and change. No, because they know the ransom they're making out of it. And the government, because I've seen some of our brothers saying that governors are the ones financing the vote. No. Federal government actually finance them. They put their money and their effort and their wisdom and their knowledge because they are Igbos. So they have, Igbo. It's not how they have friends in IPOB, of course. And even if you don't have friends, just wave money in the public and tell them that I have money. All of a sudden, you have thousands of friends. They will come to because of money. That is our people for you. And the hunger have also beautified it for them, because once the hunger is in the land, many people want to make money at all costs. So I want to know what you think and what you feel about the Mega Gift post trying to use hashtag Freemason to lure our people in the streets of Nigeria to start protesting. And at the same time, people that want to protest, they don't even pay attention to their code, what will I call it? Like, they don't want to pay attention to their co-citizens. There are people from other parts of Nigeria that are not Igbos. What are their perception about you calling for protest? Now let's go through that before we move to other things, because I actually want to make sure that I touch many things on this video. All right. The only thing I want you to understand is that at the end of the day, Biafra will come, whether or not. The protest is not. It shouldn't be a problem. They want to protest, because I know if you protest, even if you like intensify your protest more than the one that's going on in Kenya, after doing that, you go back to grass. In fact, you feel more pain after protesting than the pain you have without protesting. The only protest you need to start doing that is, division of Nigeria. That's the only protest. If you want to if you think that protest will give you division of Nigeria, do it. At least you have something tangible, reasonable, meaningful enough to gain at end. If you fail, people can say, oh, you are man enough, you stand on your right, you stand on what you believe, and you go for it. But when you believe something that is not existing, anybody that is knowledgeable enough will see you as Okponu, that you are not yet there. You don't have something upstairs. You don't know what you want. You don't, just like me now, believing that tomorrow morning that I will be in, I will visit moon. I mean, I have not even thought any NASA office or their base. I have nothing. I don't even know how to. I have not even seen rockets. All right. I have not even been in a classroom where they are talking about how to build rockets, let alone flying. But I will sit down here, believe that I'm protesting, that nobody should stop me tomorrow morning. I'm going to moon. I will be going to moon. That will be the protest. And I have placards showing moon and the sky, showing cloud, everything that I will be going to moon tomorrow. That's the protest Nigerians want to do. You don't protest for something that's not existing. You protest for something that at least that has meaning. When you want to protest, you protest for something reasonable, not protesting for to do what? Are you protesting to stop Fulani people from carrying AK-47, or are you protesting that Fulani will stop their brother from recruiting themselves? Because not the Boko Haram you have in the bush during the time of Jonathan. Most of them are now heading to retirement from terrorism, and how do they recruit the young ones? Have you asked that? Have you asked yourself that question? Even Nigerian army, sometimes they will put a form that they want to recruit even police, Nigerian police. Somehow they will get a point where you recruit new workers. How do they recruit the workers in Boko Haram and banditry? These are people that are capable enough to have intel that Matakan is in Kenya, but they don't have intel on how Boko Haram operates in Nigeria. And yet you are protesting. And from your sources, before you know it, you may not in a church. But there are lack of people to protect themselves, to believe they are fighting them. That's one thing I like about them. At least they stand on what they believe. What are you standing on? What are you standing as a Christian or even as a pagan, as a Jewish person, as a traditional worshiper? What is it that you are standing on that make you think that protest will give you what you want? When you listen to some of our people, you shed tears. Now hear this one, hear this guy, because I don't want to say much. Sometimes I will allow them to talk so that you hear somebody that wants to protest.
Was called that by comrade.
Let me take it back.
Was called that by comrade that is against the protest. The letter on Insecurity is I made a statement. Like one, let me say that was part of the reason why he said him and his family will not protest. That Simon Ekpa and his voice, that Simon Ekpa will use it, and him and his voice will use it against it in their own attack. Which this person now supported, and that is exactly one of his reasons.
Who is this person? You see my problem. Have you said anything right now?
Not tomorrow.
He didn't talk to you now, Omar. He didn't talk to you now.
They said I shouldn't call anybody's name. I did.
Now, this is an Igbo man trying to tell them reason why they will not protest in Southeast now, because for them to counter some Ekpa boys, okay, in his own opinion. Now, pay attention to this picture you are seeing here. Just pay attention. And what you are seeing here is IPOB Nigerians. In that program, look at it. Are you seeing it? In the program where they're discussing on how to protest in Nigeria and make Nigeria great and make Nigeria workable. Okay? This is the person, Mazi Ochunwa Oji. Ochiwa Oji, something like that. Now, This person is in the group where they're discussing on planning on how to protest, and they are giving their own opinion. He's not alone. When you pay, like, let me show you another one, because now let's look at another person. Anybody with smart mechanical picture here, like you can see them, are those ones IPOB Nigerian group. They don't go with their pictures, they always go with and Nigerian government and their people and masses they are getting used to that. They're now seeing them as part and parcel of their idea. Do you understand that? Listen to this guy.
So my point is, please, before you start calling Simon out, you should, in case something happens, just know that, let it be on record that Simon is not even in support of any protest whatsoever in South. He said that people should go out on their businesses on that day. If you are doing a protest, don't disrupt people that it is in Southeast. That's what he said. That's what he said. He's not in support of anything.
Mazi.
Okay. Even in that program, they are calling them Mazi. For you to know, they know who they are. Before now, those Nigerian youth would have been like, okay, what is your business here? Who bring you here? I thought you said you want to fight Biafra. They are not asking them that kind of question anymore, because it is not clear to them that they are all the same. And that's what Ekpa Gift is trying to do. Ekpa Gift is trying to fight anybody that is against Igbos going out to protest. Even I showed to you in our previous broadcast, most of the comments that he got are green, white, green, telling him that, Mazi, I am disappointed on this your post too. Did he care? No, because one thing that DOS members, the one thing they know how to do very, very well is to ignore comments. They will post something, they don't go to comment. Their own comment is forbidden. Them going to their own comment is forbidden. But them going to another people's comment is allowed. Do you understand that? You can see the criminality in their mindset. And guess what? The Northerners are now trying to deviate from the original plan of protest, because they have many, many excuses. Some of them say that it is a taboo for them to protest against Tinubu now, after Tinubu and Yorubas gave them green light for their brother Buhari to do everything that is at his reach to make sure that he stayed there 8 years. And they know what Yorubas are capable of doing, like they did, like they lead protests against Jonathan. In fact, if you are to question everything going on wrong in Nigeria today, the initiator of those things are Yoruba politicians. Those of them, and even the church members that started protesting against Jonathan. Because what I'm pointing out on them is that they are the one looking for where is the problem. Oh, who is the problem? Igbos are the problem. Igbos are those politicians, and their group are the one that need to answer such question. It does not mean that we don't have people in the Southeast that are also the same. We do, like Joe Ibokwe, like Ocho Zokan, like Roger Sokorocha, like today's governor Hope Uzodimma. These are politicians that if you ask them why is it that Nigerians are hungry, why is it that Nigerians are going through what they're going through now, they will tell you it because government are trying. Today, some of them are still telling you that Tinubu is trying. That Tinubu is is the best thing that happened to them. In their own opinion, that's what they're telling you. And some of them are not in support of what Tinubu is doing. A lot of Yorubas are against it, just like we have in Igbo. But I'm talking about those ones that that supervised protest against Jonathan. None of them have come out. The only person that is talking about protest, not protesting against the current government, but he wants a kind of revolution, is Sowore. Fela's son, Femi Kuti, is nowhere to be found. Tunde Bakare is nowhere to be found. Adebayo is nowhere to be found. Femi Falana, nowhere. Soyinka, nowhere. Who again? Many of them. So many of them. And it's not that none of them have pie, that because some people may say, oh, they would have protested, but death took them away. No. They are all alive. They are living. All of them are living. but they're turning blind eyes. No matter what you say, no what you talk, they are turning blind eyes. And they were ready. You know, when those Yorubas politicians, when they have strength and power to talk, is when they see an Igbo man. If an Igbo man, you see, because they see Jonathan as an Igbo man. I keep on telling you the reason why Jonathan's own is totally different. If Jonathan happened to be from even northeast or northwest, just not at all, or maybe he's a Bini man. Maybe he's a Bini man because they see Bini as a kingdom. Some of them that are somehow knowledgeable, but not when there's violence. If you're a Bini person and you're living in Kaduna, if they want to buy Igbo people, run every genuine Biafran freedom fighter that know what freedom means in people's life. Thank you. Blessing said, okay, Blessing Jumbo said, I feel much pain for Igbo. Most of them don't have enough data to browse, to watch many programs on social media. They don't have, but they have data to follow Bet Nigeria. It's just, my sister, if you understand? If you take anything serious today, if you want to be a lawyer, for example, you don't just say, oh, I would like to wear lawyer's wig. Determined to be it and go for it. You never can tell. You never can tell. Before you know it, now you find yourself in a law school. That's how it is. Life is not about mere wish. You have to walk the walk. You have to talk. After talking, you have to walk the walk. If you don't walk the walk, then there's nothing for you. If they want to listen, they will. What are you trying to tell us? If they want to listen, they will. But if they choose not to, who am I? Now hear them, because we are not going to focus on that.
Like one, let me say that was part of the reason why he said him and his family will not protest. That Simon Ekpa and his boys, like Simon Ekpa, will use it, and him and his boys will use it against them in their own attack. Which this person now supported. And that is exactly one of his reasons.
Who is this person? You see my problem. Have you said anything right now?
Not tomorrow.
He didn't talk to you now, Omar. He didn't talk to you now.
They said I shouldn't call anybody's name. I did. So my point is, please, before you start calling Simon out to go, in case something happens, just knowing that, let it be on record that Simon is not even in support of any protest whatsoever in South. He said that people should go out on their businesses on that day. If you're doing a protest, don't disrupt people that it is in Southeast. That's what he said. That's what he said. He's not in support of anything.
Manzi.
Okay, that is the guy trying to explain to them the stand of Sanapa. Sanapa did not send him more, so people will not say, "Oh, Sanapa is sending his voice." He did not send him more. They are speaking for themselves. And before I move to another thing, let me tell you the caption of that video that they put there. Here is a Yoruba man bearing a Igbo name and making this kind of post. I've shown you this guy before. He's a pastor, okay, which is a lie. He's not even a pastor, but let's just ignore him. But see what he said. The truth is coming out gradually. So the protests are for Yoruba region and the Hausa region, according to IPOB bingos. Now listen. Any protest that will not start in your state of origin is anarchy. Does that make sense? So in Kenya, the one that's doing in Kenya today, where did it start? Is it in their own states? You know, you can only hear this kind of comments when you know that everybody when you bring different countries together to live as one, and they have not agreed to live together. Now, and yet they are telling you that everything is you are the problem, you are this, you are that. If he's an Igbo person, do you think he will make this comment? Do you think he will make this comment? That trying to so Yoruba land and the Hausa land is where you want to do your protest in Kwa. Now the hardship, where is the hardship that you are crying about? Is it hardship is in one state or in every state? So it is your choice to protest, and the reason why people protest normally start in those places like Lagos and Kano, Abuja, and all that is because that is where government have presence. If you protest in any where is it? Well, I mean, how does that affect federal government? and if you are protesting to fix Nigeria, the reason why IPB are protesting only in the Southeast is because that is where we have our own boundary. And that is where we have to maintain our own stand. And that is where everything, they're buying our people and all that. And the state governors, they are the one backing federal government to send the military in those regions. Now, I just want you to know the reason why people are protesting with sit at home, not going on the street. Because going on the street, if you want to march on the street and in the name of protest, they will buy you, and nothing will happen, because the state governors are aware, the federal are in support. So who will fight for you? Nobody. That is the reason why Biafra have choose sit at home. For those of you that are from Southwest or from the North, you don't understand the reason why sit at home is very, very important in Southeast, because we have identified that people lose their life anytime you want to protest for anything at all. They will go after you, and from tear gas to live bullet, which is very, very bad. All right, very, very bad. So for people to have their life intact, to protect themselves, the best thing is to go by sitting at home. That's all. So I hope that makes sense. If it does, if you feel that it's not, then you can come up with a counter argument. So you can, maybe if I have time, we are going to see it as well. And Ago Odo said, "Good job, Okole Pascal. One good evening, sir. Good evening to you, Okole Pascal." And Ago said, "You are doing the needful." Thank you for your comment, and I appreciate that. So keep the comment coming and like the video if you are not. If you are just joining in, please like the video. So as they are talking about the protest, this is the stand of the Northerners. Not all, some of them are in support, some of them are against, but I think the majority are not winning, turning against it. Here is Vanguard said, Arewa youth students announced withdrawal from planned nationwide protest. You see, when this thing happen like this, you have not seen Yoruba people talking about whether to protest or not, because they don't want protest. Not because they don't see it as something needful. They do. But the problem is that the criminal in charge is my tribe criminal, so no protest is not allowed. Protest is not allowed. Even imagine the protest they hold against Jonathan because of removal of subsidy, right? Then compare it with what Tinubu have done. So many things Tinubu have done things that are not making sense. And Sona Akparo said, otherwise youth have collected their own share. That's the Biafran Information Minister. Share of money from from Ahike, all right, from Ahike president. And do we still have youths that don't love millions over their future? Inform me when the protest begins. No protest, my dear. That's not what protest are they talking about? I don't see any protest. Even if the protest starts, it can only be in Southeast, which will be laughable, because government is just like when you have all your properties intact, you protect yourself and everything, and if somebody is protesting in an empty house, so it will not affect you. So whenever they want to, they cannot destroy private business and private houses. That's all. Where is government building that you are going to destroy? The only thing that the Nigerian government have presence in Alibu is something like secretariat, government house, like governor's house, governor's lodge, local government, which local government is always looking so tattered. All right, the worth of the government land, local government houses in Southeast, you cannot see a building there that worth 30 million naira. You can't see that. So what are you talking about? There's nothing there to use in terms of protesting. If you want to go and occupy area, the federal government don't even notice that. You won't notice that you're protesting. But when you do sit at home, the revenue that they're generating, because that has to do with the cash, will stop. The transportation will stop. Everything will stop. Their federal secretariats will stop as well, and their governors will be the one crying to their ear, because they are more closer to the presidency and senators. So the governor's cry will be more louder than your own cry, when you sit at home. But when you go out at a march, governors will just sit in his house, in his governor's lodge, and command Fulani recruited Haram to go after you. And once they come, you know what that means. You find next thing you see yourself in a body bag. So avoid that, and it's not encouraging at all. Now let me bring to you another thing that will interest you on this video, because yesterday I shared this with us, okay? And I'm still I'm talking about the criminality in every sector, both in IPOB in Nigeria and in Nigerian as an entity. Now, here is a video that I shared with us in our last broadcast. This video, of Nsukka farmers in Nsukka that are now involved in agriculture, and this is what they produced from alone. Not to compare the the one that we saw in Abia, in Anambra, and other parts of the land. Yeah, of course, boy is one of the. If you talk of agriculture or food, cash crops, anything farming, one is Ebonyi State.
This is Nsukka from Igbo land. I think got the mantle. Wow, Nsukka is doing well.
Please, I want you to pay attention. Help me check if you hear anything IPOB or Biafra in this video. Just pay attention. Or DOS.
Got the mantle. Wow, Nsukka is doing well. Hey, Igbo land is productive. Wow. Wow. That's your floating. This is Nsukka from Igbo land. They're doing well. Wow. That's good. Process is gradually complicated. But then Cameroon is still expensive anyway. Wow. This is from Sukaland.
Okay.
Wow.
The video has come to an end. It just started repeating itself again. The reason why I'm bringing this video to you, at least you have listened to what the lady said, and it did not mention anything DOS, IPOB, Biafra, whatsoever. It only said Nsukka and Igbo, right? Now, I have an advice for them. I mean, and I have another advice that I want to advise those farmers and people that are living in that area in Nsukka. But before then, let me tell you why I decided to bring this video back again on this video. Somebody says something, about this video, and that is why I want to share it with you. Let's read it together. This is DOS man, a mega gift. He said, "The best is yet to come, as the IPOB agricultural revolution in Southeast is yielding results. Expect more harvest this year and in the future." Now, this is effort of farmers, individual effort, private effort, is what this guy is now attaching it to DOS. Do you know what he want to achieve with it? Fundraising. Next thing, they will draft flyers. People should help IPOB, that we are helping our farmers, that our farmers are now harvesting something because of them. Why I'm telling you this is because that is the target. We have to walk ahead of their plan to milk and to hijack and to loot money from our people in the name of. So you will think, oh, I want to see more of this. I want to see our farmers doing well. Man, say, where's their account so that I can They will quickly provide account, and they will name that account IPOB Agricultural Revolutionary Account. That is next thing you will hear. IPOB Agricultural Revolutionary Account. Once you put that money, he will keep on buying more data, more houses, because I was told that most of them are, they build a house from IPOB agitating for you, and that is why they want to have retired agitators, like people that have fight for Biafra and they fought and 50, 60, 70 years they retire, and they will be working as a patron in a freedom fighter. You have to consult them in what to do. Okay, Yaroran, this is what they want to build. Since Nigerian government did not allow them to give them space to to be in politics, they are now trying to use IPB as their own mini government to build cabal. Because one thing, in this life, bad thing is very, very fast to learn. You can to learn good thing is difficult, but you see bad thing very, very easy. It will go in you naturally, that as if you have been waiting for it. Most of them have learned a lot from Nigerian politicians, how to have a stone heart without having any shame, and be ruthless when money is involved. These are the things they have learned very, very well from politicians, and that is one of the bad things that can happen to anybody when you are doing what you are doing without any conscience. Do you understand? So the write-up he made here is the reason why I decided to bring that video back. That the best is yet to come. As the IPOB agricultural revolution is in Southeast is yielding results. Expect more harvest this year and in the future. So what he's trying to tell you that they are the one that made it possible for these farmers to ask a bigger gift. Where in Soka did they make this video from? I mean, is it in what part of Soka? Because some of them don't even know that Soka have different town. So which town is this your agricultural revolutionary is coming from in Soka? And tell us where and where again that more result is going to come from. Because I know you won't see anything. The only thing that you will see, you can't say anything, because it's only when farmers decided to, or people decided to make video of the good thing that have, the farmers have produced, then you quickly take that video and target IPOB, because you know that farmers don't have time to go on social media to debunk, to shout, to raise an alarm that you are taking advantage of their effort. There is nothing IPOB have done in terms of agriculture, apart from you telling people to go and farm, which everybody have said that, and you using that as a way, to make sure that people contribute money is laughable. Now, I told you initially that I have an advice for the farmers and people that live in those areas where they harvest or they're cultivating this kind of cash crop. Now, let me tell you this. The video is very, very lovely, very, very exciting, and more videos like that are in the public. I mean, where farmers are doing what they can to sustain their lives, and people are cultivating massively to help lives in our region and all that. Even in Yoruba land, they have farmers doing the same thing. But the problem is that Fulani herdsmen are the problem that are going to hit you people. Now, the advice I have for them is this. If you a farmer in Biafran land, I'm talking about Biafra because I can't speak for Yorubas, all right? The only advice that I have for you people is this. Make sure as a farmer, you reach out to Biafran government in exile. Contact them, contact the government, let them know where you are farming your land, where you are doing your farm, and let them know that you need help in that area. Let them know that you have invested a lot in farming, and be in contact with them and support the Biafran government in exile in any way you can. You see, patriotism is not by telling people, oh, I'm a Biafran when things are going good. Biafran government in exile are the government that love good things very, very much. They don't joke with anything progressive. That's why they are very, very proactive. When you check the activities of PPM and Biafra government in Israel, they are always proactive. That is why our people, that Nigerian designed in their mind, they have this kind of imaginary IDP camp for you, but you don't even know why you are not finding yourself there yet. It is because of Biafra government in Israel, and that is why I'm telling you, as a farmer, as an investor, you are, indigenous people in different land, whether you are from Ogoni, whether you are from Ibanke, whether you are from Abo, whether you are from Anambra, anywhere you are as a farmer, let the federal government in Israel go and contact them and make sure that you are attached to them. Make sure that they are aware of your presence. Let them know the location where you are farming. Do you understand? But if you say, one thing is bringing out or harvesting something like this, which is exciting to see. But let me tell you, many Nigerians are not happy with this kind of video, especially the government himself. They are not happy because you said you are farming this from Southeast. Oh my goodness, how dare you to provide food? That's a problem. And if you doubt me, ask yourself, why are the headers? Their target is a farmers. I mean, Fulani headers. Their targets have been farmers. Reason is because they want to use one stone and kill two birds. One of the agenda is to make sure that food is, you lack food. Okay, hunger will catch up with your region and you'll be begging for food. Whereas federal government will pretend not to hear you. They don't hear much about what they're saying. That's number one. Number two is to make sure that that land that you are farming goes to them. Because for Fulani, they believe that you having farmland simply means that you have more than enough where you live, and you think that you want to farm. And they also want to make money from that, because you making sure that you don't farm, you don't have any land to farm, actually give them, actually give them a kind of support for them to have their own farm produce being sold to you and at a specific rate. And whenever you refuse to give them ruga, they will stop food coming to you. So when hunger wire you, tell them, okay, please, Boki, can you bring food down to us, because we give you this. We 10 acres enough for you. Is it enough for your ruga? Okay, let us make you 15 acres of land, please. Not that you are negotiating for them to come and sell food to you, not to supply you food for free. These are things you need to. So when if you're a farmer and you are good, God is blessing you. You know what you are doing. Of course, when a neighbor man want to do something, unless if that person is not determined yet, he will come out with a very excellent result. Do you understand? So any farmer, if you know anybody, if you know these people that have this that are cultivating tomatoes in Soka, they should make sure they contact Biafra government in Israel. I'm not saying contact DOSO. If they will start, those ones will start asking you for tax. And that tax, you are not going to, they will not protect you. Any day you refuse to pay the tax, they will ask you, they will send Fulani. They'll be the one to call their contact in army to bring Fulani there. Not to take your land, but to destroy your farmland and probably buy you. So that's my advice to you. I don't need to say much about it, but I believe that if you know what I'm talking about. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to pretend to be what you are not, and you don't need to hide your feelings. So, and hiding your feelings is what is very, very bad.
How do you mean in life?
You see, some local is not hiding his feelings here. He was not hiding his feelings, and that's what I want you not to do. I want you to just to do the same thing. Don't hide your feelings. Armstrong, I see you. I see you, my brother. Nice to have you. Blessing. Blessing said they impose economic jihad. That is it. That's the word. Economic jihad. That's their intention.
Look, I'm a very young 54-year-old man. So I was again like, hey, look at you, a girl of just yesterday here. Hey, look at your attacking formation, very complete. Hey, then look at your defense mechanism. Hey, ozone layer. What does your father feed you with, ego? Or Greek food?
Well, it is all for God and I.
Even now, Ego.
Yes.
I want to harvest you.
Harvest me. How? Or am I corn?
You are corn. We are very ripe corn. You see, I have a very strong, virile, and very tested cutlass. When I start harvesting, and I harvest, then when I harvest very, very deep,
That is Osamoko there. He was not hiding his feelings, and that is what I was trying to tell you. So when you hear people trying to defend criminal, they always act like a criminal. And when you want to claim what you are not, you always make a mistake. Okay, and Tinubu have a lot of unknown media warriors. Unknown to him, he's not even aware, because as long as you're a president or you have money, a lot of as no if GJ so ya fuku bobu no you have for the first time we are broadcasting from Rain or Mockery's page without sharing, right? He said, dear citizens of, without downloading, I mean not sharing, without downloading, dear citizens of Nigeria, the federal government has resolved the embargoing of the Nigerian passport by the government of the United Arab Emirates. You and I know what leads to the desolating. Please let us work on our behaviors as a people, and especially our ethics. When we take advantage of the privilege of visiting Dubai and other cities and states in the UAE, respect the host country. You are not citizens, you are guests. We did not develop the country. We did not develop the country. We went there and made it developed. Let us go there and respect the laws and not making claim that my outrage the local population, not making claim that may not making claim that may outrage the local population. We should not insist on rights that we do not have. Let us also comb some of the tendencies that a few of us have to make money whenever they make money whatever the cost. Do not be the one that spoil it for the rest of us. Go there and be on your best behavior. Respect yourself. The lifting of the embargo was possible because of an act of good governance by our government. But it is sustainable. Subsistence solely depend on act of good citizenship by all Nigerians. Finally, do note that there is a capital punishment in the UAE, especially for some offensive that are prevalent amongst popular section of our country. Okay, you know what he's talking about? He's talking about Ahike. Let me take it again. Finally, do note that there is a capital punishment in UAE, especially for some offenses that are prevalent amongst particular section of our country. That's Ahike. Please, but this guy don't understand that even his Urobo, I think he's from Urobo in Delta State. I correct me if I'm wrong, please. I think he is. He forgot that there are many cases of people Ahike from people from his place. And in Yoruba land, there are many people that are in high. Even his beloved president is known for ahike, oyisi ahike. But he's not talking about a crime offense that is prevalent amongst a particular section of our country. that particular section is not from your country, and that is what you are going to learn anytime soon. Please think twice before engaging in such act, because you may be terminated, and our government may be unable to stop their legal process. Your action could shut the door on the rest of us, as has happened in multiple countries, including Seychelles and other nations. But the truth is that we had, information about your beloved one Nigerian in Saudi Arabia. A woman, a Fulani woman, and I was also one of Fulani woman, I can't remember, that were also caught with a lot of ahike. So ahike is not meant for one particular region. Ogwego is not meant for one particular region. What again? Internet fraud is not meant for one particular region. Corruption is not meant for one particular region. But when you see this tribal bigots, these people that like Reno here, you see him with his Ishiwanono, small, very very small score, and you see him here yapping nonsense because he always look like a snail. He's good at that. He's good, and that is where I believe that his DNA somehow may not be what people think that it is. I don't want to mention anything, but let it be on record that his DNA is not in fact, people need to test him where he come from. I like I said, this video, I don't want to go after any nation or any tribe, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I cannot be, talking about people that are picking fights on, tribal fights. Then I will start, waging tribal fight as well. It doesn't make sense. So he himself know that he's not truthful. But when God wants to punish somebody, it will punish that person with everything that person, is known for. He will punish you with everything you are known for. Here is the reverse of all this grammar, all these praises, all this rubbing cream on federal government, trying to make Nigerian government look like one of the best and ever. Here is okay. In the north, he was born and grown in the north. He don't behave like a northerner. I'm being honest. Northerners are not. They're not. Northerners are not kind of. The difference is this. Let me say this before I go forward. All his life was in the north. I'm not saying that he's not, but I said that he don't behave like a northerner, like he grew up in the north. Okay, northerners are very very aggressive in terms of they are very very active in terms physical active. They are very active physically. They don't wage war without having what they want to gain from it. They have something to gain from it before they start. Okay, he don't behave like a northerner. For me, what I know northerners for, I don't see. He's good at blackmailing, like foolish one for that matter. What sort of confused talk is this one? So in life lesson, you are confused because you are part of the problem. So why won't you see what I'm saying as a confused talk? It will be confusing to you because you are exactly what we are talking about here. You people that have bone in their mouth and we question other people, what do you have in your mouth? I hope you are not chewing bone, but you have bone. The bone in your mouth did not even allow you to voice out very well. You are struggling to talk because of ill corrupt money that you are eating. You are here talking about that. What I'm saying is, what sort of confused talk is this? Is this one? So you're speaking. I think you say speak. You actually saying something else. I don't understand you, so you will not understand me as well, because I know you are part of the problem. That's why you are saying that. No, don't. Amy, have yeah. Allow the guy. Allow the person. He's one of the problem. Of course, I'm not saying it for you to be happy. Now, like I said, Reno Mokri, after saying all those things nonsense, he said, "This is breaking news." In the program we had before, I made it clear. I showed to us the video, the news, okay, the website where Tinubu's government used to deceive Nigerians, even to deceive his men, which is Reno. He deceived Reno. Reno believed that what the government are saying is actually the truth, that like they are doing well, that everything that he's saying is good. But on a second thought, what they're saying is not, because that thing is fake. They build a website for Nigerians to believe that he have engaged, UAE, and they have uplift the ban on Nigerian passports entering the region, and then entering the country and all that. I don't know why, what the offense is, but whatever the offense may be, it's worth giving. All right, because many things is, if I'm a country, if I have a president of any country, you think I will allow you to come? I will not, because I know your government is senseless. Not because of the citizens, but because of the corrupt system that your government can offer. And you guys are happy with it, it simply means that you are also part of it. The terrorist Nigerian, that's what PM said, states, created fake UAE website and announced lift on visa ban. They did with that, and the whole thing, bounce back. UAE denies knowledge of website for new Nigerian visa conditions. Do you understand it? Then the same person, Reno, did not see that as a problem. No. But he started by putting all this long piece of notes and saying all manner of things here. Okay? And at end, everything is fake. Fake everywhere. So what do you think about Tinubu's action using fake websites to deceive, just like what he did when he was contesting for when he was doing his campaign. He recruited fake bishop, fake priests, fake pastors to endorse his presidency. Many of you have forgotten that. So I forgot to share this with you. I think, let me go back. This one has to do with people that are calling for protest. I forgot to share the caption of that guy's video. I hope. Okay, I did, but let me bring it. I did. I think I shared it with you. So you see this person that I've shown to you. I think most of you have seen. Maybe you were here when I shared that with you here. This guy that called Pastor Okeze, which is a Yoruba person, he said the truth is coming out gradually. So the protest in Yoruba region and the Hausa region, according to IPO bingos, right? That's what he said. Now, here is the same person crying out, that some people are selling things too expensive. Because in this video is a woman selling, is a video where somebody is selling gari way too cheaper than what other sellers are selling in the market. And the other sellers went to attack the person in the market. Someone is selling gari in a less amount compared to others, and they want to stop her from selling at that amount. This happened yesterday at Mandate Market in Ilore. Okay, now this is in the southwest. Hear this. Remember, he don't want to protest. He don't want to. He's focused his attention on Tinubu's to be present without any. But here he's crying about cost of living. Now, okay, now what I want to say about this is this: for those of you that think that protest is actually is to help Igbo man, you are joking. You know, it's very, very laughable. You are joking. Let me tell you the truth. The protests that people are talking about is actually for your own good. I will tell you why. The hunger crying about you are protesting, you want Igbo people to help you to protest, has been with us for years. That hunger, it has been with Igbo people for years. You guys receive palliative during the C19. Is it C17, right? Yeah, I think it's called C17. So, okay, it's not C19. C19. Sorry, C19. So if you notice what happened during that time, other part of Nigeria receive palliative more than Southeast. In fact, I have not seen anyone that receive palliative in Southeast. If you're opportune to see that, you can tell us. So in Southeast, you guys are used to feeding from in Southwest and in the North. Most of you feed from government posts. They gave you money. Sometimes they share something to you. They bring some food for you in the local government. You can't take, right? Now listen. If governments have issue with giving that money, that food again to you, and the little that you are eating, you are cultivating, you are farming for your land, you don't have access to your farmland anymore because of Fulani herdsmen, what will be your fate? Protesting is actually the number one beneficiary of that protest, if that protest will happen at all, is Yoruba people. You guys are number one beneficiary on that. If you hear when people talk about, what is going on in the North, how the hardship and everything, Igbos are used to that. And it's not as if if you can only rejoice and say what you guys are doing and bringing tribal something among it, into that, is when you are living comfortably, and this protest is all about Igbo. Then you can say, oh, go to your state and protest, like what you guys have done when just that a man has made a video and said that he will call IPOB, ESN then to come and guide Igbo market in Lagos. To him, that is where the man destroyed himself, by making that video, by saying what he said in that video, that they are jobless people, that at least he will give them job. That is why nobody take his arrest and his torture seriously. Nobody cares about his whereabouts, anything about him. And he called himself Igwe. in Lagos. He was arrested just for making that. He had not even made the move. Only that he said it, and it became a problem. And they went to him, and they went to his house, and they arrested him. And nobody knows his whereabouts until this day. Maybe some of you, maybe you are aware of it, but I don't. You understand? But we saw that video and what he said then. So if the hardship continue, of course it will, because nothing in Nigeria goes up and come down. It will, once it is up, it will be up. And the man in charge of the country, the president, is not somebody that he's very, very selfish. He don't even care about Yorubas. He only use your sentiment and your gullibility to make sure that you protect his image. And by so doing, you are rejoicing that he's our own. When the time comes, he won't be there for you. I'm telling you gospel truth. You may not believe it, but it will happen. I saw a post of this Yure Doche rejoicing that he's now taking picture with the son of Tinubu. I saw that picture, that post, I laughed. PM said that after Biafran independence, that a lot of work will begin. A lot of work will begin in Biafran land, and those work will be sanitizing and internal cleansing. That people need to, those that will go on exile will go on exile. Those that we visit will be in prison will be in prison. Those that will go to a rehabilitated center or rehabilitation center will be in rehabilitation center just because they need help mentally. They need help. So that is what PM said, and I believe that will happen. We cannot ignore the fact that some people that claim that they have helped Nigeria in many ways. They are this, they are that. Some of them are now, changing their words, and some of them are now, recurring their activities, trying to put things in order to compare what they normally, said before. Some of them are paying attention to the reality, and paying attention to the reality is that we start from within. And some people that are actually clapping for a Bubago in the past, they are not seeing the work of a Bubago in the Igbo land. So it depends on how you perceive it, how you see it. But the truth is that many people that are aware of what the Bubago stands for knows that the Bubago is not for our people. And just like other things that are going on in Southeast. But why I'm pointing on the Bubago today now is because of the video that is out, where just yesterday they buy a trader, somebody that is in his shop. They just go there and buy the man for no just reason. And I'm not going to share with you the body of the person. I'm watching it now, but I'm not going to share it. I will. Let me see if you can see just at the beginning before the.
This federal road. Maka even ga akaligo ebe gị ogboro na abọ na ba ya agbachi nkịtị mana anyị sị na ya ma agbachi nkịtị na nke a ọ ndị Bubago ọya ka anyị na-aya na ba anyị sị na ba ma bịazi ba anyị ọzọ n'abalị ụnyaahụ ka ha gbagbu nwanne m nwoke na-enwere ife ọ na-eme ọ dị ezu ori ọ da agba ama abịa gbaa ya egbe lee ya ebe a lee ya ebe a ọ ndị Bubago gbagbu ya lee ya ọrịa Bubago lee na ozu nwanne m nwoke ebe a agbagbuo n'abalị ụnyaahụ ebe to 11 o'clock PM ebe ọ nọkwa n'iru shop ya o anyị wee sị na ụzọ ama aga tata na dis federal road ọba Owerri road anyị ukwu na ife nke akaligo ndị gọọmenti ya bịagwa anyị ihe bataba ji gbagbu nwanne anyị nwoke na-enwere ife ọ na-eme ọ dị ezu ori fa ga-agwa ihe bataba ji gbagbu ya tata unu n'ezi anya unu ga-afụ na mmadụ ndị ọba niile gwụ n'ụlọ taa gọọmenti ya bịagwa anyị ihe bataba ji gbagbu nwanne anyị nwoke Soludo gwa ife ndị Bubago ji bịa gbaa nwanne anyị nwoke egbe gbagbuo ya n'abalị ụnyaahụ
in Anambra State. So, like I,
ekene nge nwanne anyị nwoke ka nna anụ na ndị ebube agụ gbagbu taa ọ bụkwa eziokwu ka ụnụ anya ụnụ ga-afụ na mmadụ karịrị akarị ma ndị nọ n'ụlọ onye ọbụla ọ metụta onye ọbụla n'obi onye ọbụla na-ehi na-ebe akwa ekelekwa m na ụmụnne m n'ọnọdụ ugo na report from ọba Owerri Road ebe ahụ ka anyị nọ kịta ọba Owerri Road expressway.
if not, this kind of video is what Biafra need to be doing. Otherwise, they will twist it and tell you that Simon Ekpa boys, Biafrans, IPOB. This is it. This is a bubago, just like, and I have checked many media platforms. I have checked those IPOB 1 Nigerianists. I have checked many senators and governors, their pages, their profile. I did not see any condemnation yet. Nobody is saying anything about this. Nobody, because it's government-sponsored, criminal, and that is why everybody kept quiet. But compare it with the noise from what happened in Abia State. Like I said, I don't support any killing of anybody. I don't preach or support violence. But what you are seeing here, what this person said here, is very, very heartbroken. It's very, very touching. How can you say that these people called the Bubago are the one protecting our land? How? What is the intention of the Bubago? Is it not to cause more problem in these guys? Kind of that is IPOB doing it. Nobody is talking about them. When they acquire people in other states, who did that in? Who? They said is IPOB. So Ebubago all of a sudden retired. How many groups are holding catapult in our land? And what are they using it for? What is the job of Ebubago? Have you seen anywhere Ebubago arrest any Fulani headers? Have you seen anywhere Ebubago went or to rescue any kidnappers? What is the job of Ebubago? These are the questions that need to be asked, and we need an answer to those questions, because you cannot just pretend that everything is the man, like what the guy said here, that he has two sons and 1 girl, 3 children. Now, with the condition of people in Nigeria and what is going on in Nigeria, no money, nothing to feed on. Everything is very, very difficult to cope with. Who is going to take responsibility now? The mother, right? Something that is difficult for a man to do. Is it going to be very easy for a woman? Just think about it. You just learn that the woman, made the woman in an early widow, and the children fatherless. Not that this one is not will of God, though. So nobody should tell me it's a will of God. This is a Bubago at its best. But let's go through what Prime Minister said, and he said, the terrorism against Biafran that we all must stand against, Biafran remain the only hope. We will continue to decimate them until return to our land. They buy this trader as usual. We are coming for them. It will be brutal. For any single Biafran died, the consequences will be many of them. So a Bubago group. Most of you don't understand what the Biafran government are doing. Most of you don't understand it. To you, it's just normal. There's no point to talk. Freeman is here. Good morning. Good morning to you, my brother. And Blessing said everything about Nigerian is fake. Starting from 1 Nigeria has no. Okay, starting from 1 Nigeria has no president. Freeman also said, we will protect Biafran land at all costs. That is it. And that's what PM is actually pointing at here. That is not going to be business as usual. And why? Because when you allow these people, it's not that they buy one person and it end like that. Assuming if nobody made a video and explain what happened from the ground where those things where it happened, Emeka Gift and his group would have put Simon Ekpa buying our people in the line, but go to their platform today. All of them, they have not shared it. Or let's say they shared it while I'm broadcasting. I've checked it, but I did not see anything before. Ebubago is one of the, and who is the instigator of Ebubago? Purpose of them man, devil mind. These two individuals with Buhari. Amnesty International have it that they got the sponsor from UK or through Buhari to create insecurity in. That is not from Biafran. That is fact checking, right? It's not from Biafran. This is what people know that this is what they are doing, and they are aware of the intention and the agenda of these people. Today, people are not living in fear because the governors create security outfit that to them they said they're going to protect the people. But on a second thought, the people that they created are the one pioneer people. I have not seen where Amoteku, the security outfit in Oduduwa land, I have not seen where they're buying, where Amoteku is buying Oduduwa people, like civilians. Please correct me if I'm wrong, please. Have you seen anybody buy in Yoruba land that said Amoteku by this person mistakenly or even intentionally? I have not. Even though they are not doing the job very well in terms of combing Fulani herdsmen, but at least their people are not losing their life because of the presence of Amoteku. Why is it that the so-called Ebube, what is the Ebube about? You said Ebube. Ebube of what? First of all, Fulani herdsmen are not even afraid of you. So where is your Ebube? Boko Haram, they're not afraid of you. Where is your Ebube? Not even Nigerian army that are doing their own Kuruke movement in our land. They're not even afraid. They're not even afraid of you. People that are afraid of you is traders and civilians. People that don't have anything. In fact, they're not even acting for Biafra. They're doing their business. They're just living just like a human being. They don't have any cutlass in their hand, let alone catapult. And that is where you're showcasing your baby. Even if you don't see any other reason to appreciate PM, please, this one is one of it. Even if you don't see, for some of you that are not that are vowed not to appreciate good things, maybe, and I don't blame you, most of you have that kind of restriction in your DNA. Okay, and I don't think it's something you should be proud of yourself. It shouldn't be something you are not supposed to be proud of that. It's very, 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 very unfair. Very, very, very unfair. I saw a post from Shawara wishing that I did not save that post because I felt like it doesn't worth it. But now I feel like I regret not saving that post. But no problem. Maybe I will get it. Just in. UAE denies affiliation with visa verification website sharing by the Nigerian government. Okay. So maybe let me go back to that news again. Please permit me to go back because I can see this guy. He's another mockery in a different way. This guy here, he's a lawyer, and he's from Delta State as well, right? He's what is his name? He said he's I always forget this man's name, to be honest with you. You know, most of them I don't keep the name, but he's a barrister, very, very vocal, very, very arrogant, very, very arrogant, and he's here handshaking with the same person that Tinubu handshake with. Does it mean that this UAE scam the scammers, or the dupe the duper? You know, when you say you are a bad boy and you meet the baddest boy, this is what you will get. Maybe maybe the website it was designed by these people and they use it to deceive these people, or both of them designed it and made this kind of a handshake across handshake that because the whole thing is not in the public. And Nigerian is having, he said it. Nigerian story said, just in UAE denies affiliation with the visa verification website shared by the Nigerian government. If you go to Reno Mokri, he will be talking about economic revolution and how to invest money in his in a platform that will earn him money, and how you will subscribe to his Twitter and make more money. These are people that are everything about. There's nothing you can do to fix it. There's nothing, because the level of criminality in the system is beyond human comprehension. How can you justify that? How can you explain to us that most of these people, all of them have everything in common? Very, 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 very shocking, honestly. There's no point. There's no point.
Go palm somewhere now. They blow loud. How far you don't go hide now? You don't go palm somewhere now. They blow loud. If you say you don't do well, if you say you wise. During election, only you want no allow. I just see for all the whole news. I don't know that you find work newspaper company or television. I don't even know what they do for news. Every time they see for news, up and down. As you more do that, as you more shout up. All the whole Yoruba with this life, now only you want speak up. Now nobody even hear your voice. You don't wrong, go high, palm low. Your people now be hungry. They no allow us rest. You carry Lagos, turn now upside down to Badagry. Only you one. You better fall out. Go address the people.
Everybody have something to say.
You don't go hide now. You don't go palm somewhere now. They blow loud.
Everybody have something to say. Everybody have something to say. And we are not going to focus everything on about Nigerian election or Nigerian protests and all that. No. But we have to rely on ourselves and do what we can, what we should do to liberate ourselves. That's all. Nothing more.
I sent the message out to them. Are you aware that people are very angry out there? Are you doing something about it? And the response is that, yes, we are aware it's the work of opposition. I say we are finished. Because no opposition would want...
Who is asking this question again? MLBB and Games said, are we going to join the upcoming nationwide protests? Nationwide where? What nation are you talking about? What nation are you talking about, my brother? Please educate me. What nation are you referring to? I would like to hear from you. What nation are you referring to? You said nationwide protest. Nationwide where? Where is it? What nation?
To bring down the roof of the country on itself. Because they are in the country. So if the country collapses, is it only going to collapse on the ruling or the governing party? No. So when people in power start responding like that, then I'm worried. I'm worried for this president. I'm worried for myself. Wow. There's problem out there. A bag of rice is now selling for 100,000. A bag of maize is selling for 100,000. My wife was telling me that a basket of tomato is about 100,000 too. Onions. Every food is going up.
Okay, you actually answered. You said I think my system is quite is not updating me. Let me go. Okay, you said the zoo nation called Nigeria. But you are not an animal. Are you a zoo? Why must you protest? If people in the zoo are protesting, it should be animals, right? It should be animals in the zoo protesting, isn't it? So why are you talking about it? And first of all, Nigeria is not a nation. Nigeria is not a nation. The definition of a nation does not Nigeria. If you check it, the definition of a nation, Nigeria is not a nation. So I don't think we should debate. I don't think we should go. You should start discussing about it. But to answer your question, the answer is no. Nobody is protesting. And if you're a Nigerian, you decide what you want to do. If you want to protest, you protest. If you actually believe that Nigeria will work, you decide on that. But for Biafrans and people that want freedom, protesting on what? We don't protest for betterment of Nigeria when you know there's nothing to be better about it. There's nothing to be better about it. And one thing, for you to build let me say this, because like I said, I'm trying to avoid people talking about saying that I'm attacking a group, or I don't want, and I hope it will not get to that extent, because I don't want to be one of the people that actually get myself involved on that. All right, but sometimes when you try to respond or to react to some of the things in the public, you cannot deny that it requires sometimes to be brutal in terms of your explanation, in terms of the way you see it, in terms the way it is. It requires that you must say it the way it is. The people that some of the posts and comments I'm seeing from people from Tinubu supporters, most of them have one thing in common. No matter the crime that people from their region commit, they have a way of defending it. In our previous broadcast, I showed to us the claim, allegedly, that Oni of Ife and some other people dupe somebody, right? I'm not saying that he duped somebody. I'm telling you the news out there. I'm just quoting them. I have no information on intel about what happened. Maybe they are trying to blackmail the man. You understand? Because everything is possible. But whether it is true or not, the response from some of the Tinubu supporters and tribal, defenders from Southwest is shocking. Since that video broke out, and the person that published that information is not an Igbo person. It happened is person from the north, and Fulani Yoruba people, those troop supporters and tribal defenders, they refuse not to analyze or explain what happened. Instead, they choose to attack the person that made that that published it. And guess what they started doing now? Putting videos to glorify the man, to praise him. But you have not dealt or explained or clear air on what the allegation that is being pushed on him. You have not put a kind of details of what transpired between that Oni of Ife and the person that are accusing him. Instead, you are spending much of your time glorifying him, praising him, without addressing the problem at hand. So people like us will start seeing it that what people said is actually true. That's why you're, saying nice things about him, a kind of that is that, trying to glorify him, can be a CEO, Oba, this, Oba, that kind of thing. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's a way of telling people that, look, my criminal is better than your own criminal. And to me, that's not what I support at all.
The price. Inflation is 40%. The value of our naira is going down. And then, not only that, when you tell people in government that, hey, people are hungry, angry, and they are preparing, or there are signs that they will revolt, you say, no, don't worry about them. That is very, very dangerous. And I hope this will be, to me, God will exonerate me because I told them. And many Nigerians today told me and encouraged me to come for this year program, speak out on our behalf. And that's why I was elected. If the government doesn't do anything, there will be problem.
Okay. People with conscience are talking. And some people have hardened their hearts to call it what it is. But the joy is that Organa do go down on the 2nd of December. I gonna push you down on the 2nd of December. So this is what a northerner said. Reno mockery. This person, this Mahdi Shehu on Twitter, had been bombarding people with information, and none of these people, none of these tribal defenders have seen his post. Not that they don't see it, but they pretend because they don't want to comment on anything that has to do with a northerner. They always avoid it like people avoid HIV. Understand, good luck, Tinubu, good luck. Sorry, under good luck, Tinubu called for a revolution. The Olma were sleeping and did not understand Islam. Now, a call for justice, a call for just a protest by hungry Nigerians. The Olama, who is this Olama? I don't know. I don't know this person. Have woken up to Islam now. I don't understand, but he just attached this. Like, yes, because I was mentioning the people that protested against Jonathan. Tinubu was one of them. Look at it here. The protest against Jonathan was orchestrated by the Southwest and championed by the North. So these are the things that happened because everybody. But one thing about the Northerners is that as long as it's not their own, they will be truthful. They will be truthful in terms of attacking any corruption. Yeah, that if you want to be corrupt, make sure that corrupt favor the North first. Not even you that are perpetrating the corruption. But if you want to do, you kind of do one or two things, make sure that thing is not about you. Once you are the beneficiary of that, the Northerners will fact check you immediately. Okay. No more remove as chief whip. Okay, this is not my concern, to be honest. It's not my concern, so I don't need to bring it here. And this our brother that was detained yesterday or 2 days ago is in detention, which is a crypto called is it crypto chief, something like that. They called him a crypto chief. I think from Enugu State. They're accusing him of so that is why they are now using that political power to come and to control him. Yes, Bitcoin chief. Some people call him Bitcoin Lord. You are right, my brother. So they still hold him, and just like what they normally do to Igbo people. Just like what they normally do to Igbo people. Let me bring this. I think this is it. I understand that some of you are come back to support the Biafran government in exile after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, etc. Many things have changed, and you are not to accept anything like this photo anymore as payment address for anyone. Rather clicking for address from anyone. Rather click on the link to obtain every information of payment from the website. Okay, I have to share it with you because I think the Biafran Information Minister is trying to stop criminality, and that is what is what it was sharing. It was sharing. Let me share it. As you can see here, I understand that some of you are coming back to support the Biafran government in exile. after 1 to 2 years, etc. Many things has changed. Many things have changed, and you are not to accept anything like this photo. Anything like this photo. We are coming. I will scroll it down so you see the photo you're talking about. Any you are not. You are not like okay. You are not to accept anything like this photo anymore as a payment address from anyone. Rather, click the link to obtain every information of payment from the website. So these are the link. Okay, and okay, you're not even seeing it. These are the link to link. This link, okay. In case for some of you that want to support but you don't know how to support Biafran government in exile, this is the authentic link. You can follow Simon Ekpa Akparawo. That's Sonny Akparawo. Okay, you can follow him on his Twitter. Very, very important that you do so. Akparawo Sonny. So donate all contribution on this website. This one is the fake one. So don't follow this nonsense. It's not the original link for Biafran government in exile. If you want to donate money for day-to-day activities of Biafran government, which is very, very necessary, and government needs to step up, to do the needful. Very, very important. Very, very important.
That is not talking about this government, that the hunger increase, things get costly. Now you are church. God will punish you there. Do you know the kind of costly? Go and price that into me. How much is into me? Please, how much is into me? 2005. I used to buy it. I am the first person that bring out the food in lockdown and make the government to know what they're supposed to do for their children. Even when they bring out the palliative, they hide it. The wickedness is too much.
Okay, guys. If you have something to contribute on the program, this is the time. I want to see your comments. If there's not anybody that wants to say something before I post the number, if there's nobody, then we are about to close the program in a few minutes from now. So if you want me to share the number, then let me know. If you don't, maybe if you don't have anything to say, then we'll call it a day. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. But let's continue. I will just wait for a few minutes before to know if you have something to say or not. Your comment will determine what we are going to do next. The 14 young boys, what are you saying?
When other countries are going to their house, increase, things get costly. Okay, now you are church. God will punish you there.
Okay, and then early Lincoln said, you are talking about the 14 young boy that was being by Bubago. He said the 14 young boys coming from the wedding ceremony that was by in Imos by the so-called Ebuboke. Okay, Bubatoro, backed by Udele. Okay, backed by Udele. Udele is a hope of them and hypocrite of our people by them. Exactly. But you are Oduduwa person, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. So you can still remember what they did that time, right? God bless you for that. Because most of our people have forgotten this. Most of our people have forgotten this. They think that it's all about it just doesn't matter after all. It's only 14 people. Only 14 people. And I ask a question: how many people have you seen Amotek fired in Oduduwa and Yoruba land? How many? How many people have you seen that they fired? The security outfit of security outfit being formed by Yoruba politicians. You see, the mentality, the agenda is totally different. Yoruba politicians are I'm not saying they are doing the needful, but at least they are doing what their position formed them to do. Maybe because we don't have, maybe because in Dudualand we don't have, people that are fully agitators. It's just few of them, and Koiki is pushing hard, which is very, very lovely to see. Chidwem said, if they hold this protest for 2 months, it will not yield the zoo anything. The problem of the zoo is to release Masna Americano. This 4 days sit at home load. 4 days sit at home load is going to strangle zoo economy. But that one, that reminds me anyway. Let me bring this one because this of course just reminded me of something that I skipped. Thank you for that actually, and it's very nice to hear from you. Blessing said, "Can you share the new Biafra donation link to people?" Yes, I will do that. I will do that in my community, not here. If I do it here, it will still disappear. You understand? Once I end the video, the link will disappear. All the chat will disappear as well. So what you are putting here is called live chat. It's not permanent. Once the video ends, you are not going to see it. It ends here. People that can read what you are saying here, people that are watching live. But for me to share the link, it will not be here. So I will do that on my community like I did the sit at home order, right? So, or you can go to Sonia Barawa as well. But like I said, I will share it on my own as well. So.
Do you know the kind of person? Go and price your ordinary Indomie. How much is Indomie? Please, how much is Indomie? 2005. I used to buy it. I am the first person that bring out the food in lockdown and make the government to know what they're supposed to do for their children. Even when they bring out the palliative, they hide it. The wickedness is too much. When other countries are going to their houses and giving food to their children. Indomie 2005. Go to many warehouses in this nation.
Just a moment. Let me bring the. I want to share this with us because yesterday, yes, we are here. Yesterday, PM gave, after I lodged my course, comments about the DSS refusing to allow doctors to see Masnamurikanos, and PM was fuming, very, very angry, just like many Biafrans, and that is why the sit at home, came up because of that act of DSS refusing Masnamurikano's lawyer to see Masnamurikano. Immediately after PM give that order and mapped out the days of sit at home, the DSS today, Aloy Jimako said today, let me bring it. So let me flip the camera so that you can see it together. This is a post from Aloy Jimako. Okay. Aloy Jimako said today, DSS finally allowed Masnamurikano's physician to see him. The doctor's preliminary report represented complex medical conditions that requires that Masnamurikano being taken to hospital for more details, diagnosis. Then we follow a report that will be sent to DG DSS by the doctors. Okay, this is what Aloy Jimako said concerning that. Then, who made it possible? It was after Biafran government and under Biafran Prime Minister reacted to that, and they now realize, oh, it is no longer business as usual. We thought we have everything here. Okay, And PM, after this news that his doctor can see him now, and he have seen him, and he have this information about his health. Announcement: the scheduled civil disobedient protests we hold as planned. We are told that the governor are pushing the workers to come to secretariats, and they have planned to buy many of them, and claim Biafrans are enforcing it. If you get killed by Nigerian army on those days, your family and your host and your ghost must wait for Nigerian for Nigerian for appeasement. We will not mourn anyone who allowed himself or herself to be used for Nigerian propaganda. The entire Biafran land are in agreement. That is what PM said. For those of you that will want to make strong head, you're on your own. You are on your own. So that is the response, and that is the news from PM. But one thing I want you to to observe is that even daily posts that normally report the news from PM and reference, not only daily posts, Vanguard as well, Guidance, Star News, name it, all of them are mooted about the sit at home. You know why? Because they know the implication. For those of you saying that sit at home is against Bibos alone, Nigerian government, Nigerian medians are doing everything possible not to allow you to know that it will be sit at home, because them giving that announcement is actually creating awareness for people to see. So some of them that don't read any post from that front, but they focus in Nigeria, there will be the one that the federal government will use to do the official propaganda, like what PM said here. And don't expect Biafrans to react after they take away they force your life out from your body. Don't expect people to mourn or have a sit at home for your behalf. No, you will just be a sacrificial lamb. So the best thing you need to do is to be at home and obey the order. That's all. Our PM is working, but monkey like the US are claiming glory. Do they claim glory for anything? They're only pushing to claim. They're not even claiming anything any longer. In fact, each time they want to claim, they expose themselves. Like what I told you today. The tomato from the Soka is what the American gift is from DOS is telling you that it is effort of DOS agricultural revolution, or whatever you call that, which is a lie. So if you are just joining us, you must have missed that part. But if you followed me since I started this program, this live stream, I believe you have captured many things, okay, on this one. Equal to 1 year, because this one shocked them. Very, very, of course, it will shock them. This is just a preamble. And like I said, 4 days sit at home is not to compare with the life of people that they will take away from you if you go out to do the jamboree, that you want to prove to Simon Ekpa that he don't control. Nobody's dragging who's controlling who here. But we cannot only ignore the fact that if the same thing happened to you, you will support sit at home by force. That's just the fact. But now you may have this kind of cold feeling about it because somehow it is not affecting you yet. But must you wait until it happens to you before you accept it? So that is it. So guys, we are going to, like I said, I asked you if you want to call in or contribute, but nobody have requested for that. So we are going to end the video now. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you all. Please don't forget to like the video, comment and tell us what you think about all we have discussed so far, and share the message. Like. God bless you and have a wonderful night. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now. Take care. One love.